Yo, listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hard way wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hard way wrestling taken by surprise. Hard way wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down a goddamn, making them all. Hard way wrestling straight from the heart.
Welcome to Hard Way Wrestling. We're starting 2 minutes early today because if you're not on time, if you're not early, you're late. I think I heard
Pretty
that.
much.
I think I heard that somewhere.
It's not if you're not first, you're last.
Is that it's the same thing? Same thing. If you're late, you're not early. If you're early, you're not on time. I don't know. I forget what it was. I've lived my life like that. Are you guys early people, late people?
I like to be early.
I'm usually right about on time. So
I started out late in my 20s, like very late, and then after a while, I started showing up on time to work and everything else.
Okay, well that's
Actually early.
I have an internal clock, which most of you guys know. I can I don't sleep well. I think that's part of the problem. If I set my alarm for 12:15, I get up at 12 o'clock. If I set my alarm for 12 o'clock, I get up at 11:45. There's something wrong with me mentally that I can't be late. And
We're aware.
I have to be super early for, not super early, but I mean 20 minutes. Is that super early? I don't know.
Yeah.
If I walk into a place late, something happened, like car trouble. Never car trouble because I'm not one of those terrible independent wrestlers that use that as an excuse all the time. But you know, something happened. Traffic, or is that you? How about talking about you, bro? Honestly,
I resemble that remark.
that is the worst. I hate that excuse, by the way. I hate that excuse.
I know, I hate it too, but life
Sometimes
happens.
it is a real thing, right? Sometimes
It
car
does,
trouble is a real
and
thing.
it happens often with us.
Well, we had actually a lot of guys out in the Baltimore area that come and wrestle for ATCW or whatever. Man, it was always one thing or another. They all ride in one car, and if the car breaks down, well, car subject to change because you're
Yeah, now I don't have a backup plan.
37 cars around or 37 matches around and that kind of shit. So we've had to strip titles off of people because they don't have a car. I don't know. I don't get it. Hopefully I'm never in that position where I don't have a car. All right, welcome in TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, not Instagram because I'm in trouble on Instagram right now. So but one day I'll be back on Instagram. So
what'd you do?
Sell that porn.
well, basically it was a video of that dude giving that stink face to the girl who paid money for it.
Oh,
The midget?
It wasn't a midget.
Is that a midget?
No, it was. I don't think it was a midget. I don't remember now because it came down pretty quickly. Now it's funny how it works. Facebook will allow some stuff, but then Instagram will block it, and they're the same company, right? And vice versa. Yeah. There's things that go up on Instagram that you be like, "Oh, there's no way they're showing this on Facebook," and it's there. It's weird. I don't.
Facebook would have blocked it if it would have said something like giving a stink face to a liberal.
Oh,
then they would have been like, all right, you're gone 30 days.
We're on Facebook right now, so if they heard the word liberal, they're in the midst of right now trying to block it. So, but if you're coming through on any of those channels, please go like, subscribe, ring that bell, and we appreciate you being here. So let's get right. Let's
liberal tears.
Let's just get right into it. We have a predictions challenge that we do here at Hard Way Wrestling. We were calling it a fantasy league. It's really not a fantasy league, but it's now we've changed the name. It's now a predictions challenge. By the way, Scotty, good choice in outfit today. We have a predictions challenge. It is now monthly. It was bi-monthly, so it's every month. If you'd like to join it, it's $5 a month. You can't beat it. Plus, we give you a bunch of other stuff too, along with that $5 a month. Promise you, I'm losing money. Doesn't matter.
I'll be joining in 2 weeks.
So March 1st is the next
Elimination
whatever
Chamber
Elimination
Saturday.
Chamber. So get in before Elimination Chamber, Jeremy. You'll want to do that. But there's 3 pay-per-views on this in March here. There's an NXT Roadblock, which is a Tuesday show. We're adding stuff in like that too. So just to make it more interesting. So we're adding NXT in. There's Roadblock, and then is it Revolution?
Revolution, it's the 9th, I believe.
For AEW. That will be the only one I probably get a chance to watch. I'm not booked doing anything that night. So I'll be able to get a chance to watch it. So, but if you want to join, it's $5 a month. You can't beat it. Also supports Hard Way Wrestling. So Patreon link is everywhere. Just go to our Facebook page. Say, hey, Suze is in the house. She's getting ready to listen to where she finished. Terribly. So no. Yeah, Suze, tell your friends we're monthly now. So get them in there. Get them in there. So anyway, let's get into let me pull it up here. I had it and then I lost it. So all right, so we just had Vengeance Day. Couple people screwed up with points. Here's the big part. Here's the big thing with this predictions challenge. And I'm gonna get to the point where I'm just not gonna remind people or not gonna tell people. And if it's submitted by a certain time, that's it, right? You can't submit after that. You can't call me and say, "Oh, I did this, I did that." It's it. You got it. I leave it. It's basically Vengeance Day. I hear you, Ricky. Vengeance Day was up since Wednesday. Go back in, check, make sure you don't screw up, because at this point you shouldn't be screwed up, especially people like Ricky, who's part of Highway Wrestling and knows better. So anyway, if I fixed everyone's who called me and messaged me
one time, it only happened to me one time, and it was this time.
Well, don't let it be the last.
Hey, when I was doing it, I took it and adjusted yours a couple times for I fucked up. Yeah, I think so.
100%. It was before it went off. And it was before we had this new form where you could edit it. Before we were doing it by hand, like a bunch of So anyway, Randy screwed up on his paper. I don't even know if he knew. I didn't say anything to him or not. Randy screwed up on his. You screwed up on yours. But anyway, Vengeance Day card. Jesse, Randy, same points. A lot of weird stuff happened in this, like completely out of the blue. People winning that you don't think should win. Javon Evans, how does he not win that? Yep. I have no idea. He got his jaw broke.
He dominated that whole match until like the end.
Yes. Javon Evans. Damn you, Javon. Anyway, everyone got Javon. Everyone got the same ones wrong. Yeah. Except for those who, misput their paper or whatever. So Vengeance Day points, Randy 15, Jesse 15, Rob 14. I got 14. I feel terrible. I got the same points as Rob. I suck. Ricky with 13 points.
Should have had 17.
Scott had 12, and Suze had 9. Micah did not submit, which is unheard of for Micah, but I believe he was in Philadelphia for the parade.
At the parade, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't blame him. Anyway, we do have a new champion. Congratulations, Randy Chris, for being our new champion. Round of applause for Randy. Good job, Randy. Randy never heel turn for Evans soon. Yeah, let's hope so.
Every once in a while, you gotta let the Make-A-Wish kid have it.
I don't, Randy's never won anything in his life. If you've ever seen any of the women he's dated, you could tell. He did win a right hook from a girl one time. Right. Anyway, Randy's our new champion, dethroning the champion who almost went WrestleMania to WrestleMania with that title, which is myself. So congratulations, Randy. Keep in mind, Jesse's out there with the Jesse in the bank. At any time, she can cash that in. And if she outscores you in points, she's our new champion, which happened to Scotty one time, right? Scotty, didn't you cash in Money in the Bank and you held it for? No, that was Ricky. Ricky had it for her.
No, I never had Money in the Bank. I had the championship for a week.
Right, and I had the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
And Chucky cashed in on me and took the belt off of me.
Yeah,
which pissed me off.
So anyway,
And I still will not, Chucky. If you're watching this, I still will never forgive you for that.
Scotty was so excited. He's like, "Oh my god, the belt wasn't going around your waist, regardless."
No, it wasn't.
He's super excited, and then all of a sudden, cash it in. Anyway, you have to, if you're going to cash in a Money Bank, you have to cut a promo, and it has to be before the pay-per-view, anywhere before the first paper locks out or the papers lock out for that episode. So congratulations, Randy. Suze is new this season. She's done well, right? She just hasn't gotten there yet, and that's how it's going to be here. So congratulations, Randy. I'm very excited for you, Randy. And I can't wait to Jesse cashes it in at the next pay-per-view and makes you very sad about. You've watched wrestling all your life, collected wrestling figures. Jesse's watched wrestling for 3 minutes, and she's going to beat you, most likely. She knows what she's doing. So anyway, congratulations. So anyway, we had if you want to join, if you haven't joined yet, please join. We'd love to have you join. Anyway, we had Raw last night
from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Not from Charlotte Flair.
No. Thank God, she looks terrible.
Is who she's named after. By the way. It's who she's named after. Yes, I am
looks
not
like
digging.
Somebody's grandma that's been ridden and put away wet.
She looks like whose grandma? Whose grandma? Charlotte looks like she's going through a divorce.
Oh, it looks like she's had one too many syringes.
Yeah, big boobs, little boobs. She's up and down all the time.
I don't think her face moves when she talks.
She wasn't on last night's show though, right?
No, but Friday night.
She's over on Friday nights now. So anyway, let's get into Ricky. Get us into this Raw review, and then we're gonna get into some other stuff here.
All right, Raw kicked off with Sami Zayn responding to KO's challenge. Said that he will be at Elimination Chamber. However, Sami's not cleared medically to wrestle. Adam Pearce comes out and tells him that it's going to be an unsanctioned match where Kevin Owens can wrap a chair around his head. He can't stop him. He could take and beat his ass in the concourse. He can't stop him. He can give him another package pile driver, and he can't stop him. And Sami said he would do the same shit to KO, and Adam Pearce can't stop him.
And I know, Ricky, you were right about this. You called this a week or a week and a half or 2 weeks before it actually happened. I would have thought that we had a better chance of John Moxley coming back. But I don't want to see this again. I don't want to. This is like, and we've been following these guys since NXT. Some of us since Ring of Honor, when it was El Generico. Right, there you go. No, I don't want to. They're going to have to super impress me here.
I think really this is going to be. I almost feel like this is going to be a quick one and done for now, and this may be where Randy Orton comes back.
You think?
Yeah.
Maybe,
how can they have WrestleMania and no Randy Orton? Like, we're 60 days away.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've been waiting for Randy to show back up for months now, and it's got to happen sooner or later.
Yeah, I don't know what the delay is here. I mean, it's got to be, I don't know.
He's enjoy his vacation.
I don't know.
So then we get a backstage with Balor and the Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
I'm going to call him that. Telling Raquel that it would be embarrassing if she loses to Roxanne Perez, and that because she's NXT. And I kind of felt like I saw this coming too. So then we get to our first match of the night, like a half an hour in. AJ Styles defeats Dominic Mysterio. After the match, which the finish was really good, with Mysterio trying to go for a Hurricane Rana and Styles catching him and giving him the Styles Clash. Then after the match, Braun Breaker sneaks into the ring, and he's getting ready to take AJ Styles out, and AJ sidesteps him, and Dom eats a hell of a spear. I think we are getting a little bit of a preview of Braun's next program, which could be a Mania match against Styles. We get a number one contenders Intercontinental title match for the women. Dakota Kai defeats Ivy Nile, so we're going to get Dakota Kai against Lyra Valkyria next week. Ivy Nile, I don't know what it is about her. She doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, I like her though. I like her,
Like,
and we've already seen Valkyrie and what's her face. We've already
oh,
seen. Yeah, we already seen Dakota. We've already seen that match.
yeah. But yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, I like the idea of American made. I just it's obviously Team Angle light. So I don't know. One of my favorite parts of the show coming up next was when Gunther comes out, mocks Jey Uso through the crowd. He tells that little boy to back up or something might happen.
Something's gonna happen.
Yeah, this was freaking hilarious. So Gunther's talking shit, saying he's going to outclass Jay. Tells him he's trying to talk sense into him and beat the sense into him, and then he tells Pat McAfee, tells Pat McAfee to tell him if he thinks he believes in Jay, if he can beat him for the world title at Mania, and he yeeted that microphone right into
Pat's
McAfee's. Yeah.
I thought for sure we were going to get a McAfee was going to have to get in the ring, or
I thought he was going to get his ass kicked. So yeah, he tells Gunther he believes that he can. Hey, T-Bone, we got some echo, buddy.
I've been messaging him. Go ahead.
I'm hearing myself now.
Yeah.
So Gunther was. Yeah, so Gunther's getting pissed off. He takes his jacket off and he's getting ready to attack McAfee, and then Jey Uso comes out and they get into it, and they're separated by the crowd or the backstage guys and whatnot. Next segment, we get Liv Morgan saying that she and Raquel had no involvement in the Jade Cargill attack, and Liv kind of tried to ignore that whole thing afterwards. Our next match was Penta versus Pete Dunne. Didn't really care about seeing this again. Ludwig Kaiser gets involved.
Are they running out of stuff with Penta already?
I think so. So I'm hoping Ray Phoenix somehow negotiates his release.
So I saw before the weekend started that they're in negotiations right now for the release of Ray Phoenix.
Thank God, because they need to get them tagged up. Because what they're doing with Penta now is AEW Dark or Collision kind of stuff.
No, not really. I mean, he's still got a good showing. I mean, he's in front of more than 2,000 people. So
he is, but he's wrestled 4 weeks now, and he's wrestled Pete Dunne and Kaiser.
Yeah, I get it. I don't think we need to see Penta every week. I really don't. I like Penta in a suit. You know how he rolls with the suit every once in a while, and we'll get a promo out of him. So give us a little, give us a week off from Penta. Start to make it special again.
But the other thing about it is what they could do is, again, this is WrestleMania season. Give him the opportunity to go across the brands, go to SmackDown, wrestle a couple people there, so that he stays fresh, and you still see him every week, but just on different shows, so that people can on both Raw and SmackDown can get used to him. Because who knows, he might be on SmackDown, in 6 to 8 months. Whenever they decide to do a draft or something crazy happens, and they decide to switch up the rosters or whatever. So, give him a couple people on SmackDown to wrestle, a couple people on Raw to wrestle, and, keep it spiced up so that you're not seeing the same two guys, same couple guys wrestling every week on Raw. I think that would be a good solution for it.
Or just give him another person to wrestle on Raw besides Kaiser and. I mean,
but again, I think that's the scene where he's at, right? That's where we're putting him.
Yeah, he's on Raw, but I don't know. Anyway, so we get a backstage segment with Jey Uso saying that he shocked the world when he eliminated Cena at the Rumble, and he's going to shock the world against Gunther at Mania, and he guaranteed he's walking out as the world champion. Our next match, we get Raquel and Roxanne Perez for the final women's Elimination Chamber spot. And Roxanne defeats Raquel after Brian's girl Bianca Belair and Naomi come out to attack Liv Morgan and distract Raquel.
This is too easy. It's too easy for it to be Raquel and Liv.
I think it's Naomi.
I do
I think it's
too.
Yeah.
I do too. Either that or John Moxley.
Well, it could have been Cena because nobody actually saw the attack.
Yeah.
Could have gave her the FU through the car or whatever it was.
Yeah. Also, the video showed them walking a different direction. Didn't really have them running away from the scene. Had them just kind of, how
Exactly.
Liv is high as
Like
fuck. So.
rolling away from the scene or off to the side.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I believe it. I don't know if I believe it.
So they
Welcome
announced.
back Becky Lynch.
I'd be for it. So they announced next week on Raw, we got a women's tag title match, Bianca and Naomi against Liv Morgan and Raquel. And then her final match of the night, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor, which was actually a really good match, except for where it looked like Rollins hits the pedigree and the ref counts 3, and Balor was a second too late getting his shoulder up.
That's is that 2 weeks in a row or the other? No, I think it was Dynamite last Wednesday. They had a 3 count.
We remember that happened with was it Priest and Rollins in a world title match at a pay-per-view
Yeah.
where whose music was supposed to hit, and
no.
It was Rollins and Balor and Priest coming out with the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, it was delayed.
And Finn didn't kick out, or somebody, I can't remember exactly who it was, but anyway, which may have been the reason why Rollins gave the tanned ref the crotch chop. I can't remember what his fucking name is. Rollins wins the match after Balor has him in a crossface and tries to roll him into the middle of the ring. Rollins slips out, gives him a stomp, and gets the 1, 2, 3. And Rollins is your final participant in the men's Elimination Chamber. And that's how Raw closed out. No post-match shenanigans, no cutting back on after the show.
Nope. This time, though, I watched it today, and there was commercials. The last couple of weeks for me, there's been no commercials. It just cut right into the next scene. So I guess they fixed my Netflix. So also says Priest did not kick out. Suze loves
Yes,
Becky
that
Lynch.
was
She
it.
also said R-Truth wins the women's chamber match. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. So yeah, I mean we're 2 weeks away. We got one more Raw before 2 more SmackDown.
It's Saturday. No, it's Saturday. Yeah, it is this Saturday. Oh no, it is next Saturday. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm a
we
week
got,
ahead.
we got a little bit of time yet.
I was gonna say we got 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also next, so we got 3 women's title matches next week because we got Rhea versus Io for the women's world title on Raw.
Chelsea's on SmackDown, right? Is that
Yes.
where she's at? Okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, let's get into our the thing I wanted to really go over today. We have Yahoo Sports come out with a top 10 power ranking for wrestlers. AEW and WWE combined. No other promotions were listed in here. So I'm gonna go through. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Sorry, Austin. No Joe Hendry.
No Joe Hendry. So did you guys see this list yet?
No.
Okay. All right. So we'll you want to do men or women first?
Let's do men.
Let's do the men. All right. Number 10, Penta. On this last power ranking, he was not listed. So Penta is at 10. Jacob Fatu at 7. I'm sorry, 9. 7. Kenny Omega at number 8. He was number 4 last time they did this list.
Whoa.
Adam Copeland at number 7. Logan Paul at number 6. John Cena at 5, previously number 1.
When was the last time they did this? 2013?
Actually, I kind of need to look at it. Remember, I pulled one of these up one other time, and it was nope. This was February 17th is when when they did this. So I don't know when the last one was. So Kenny Omega 8, Adam Copeland at 7, Logan Paul at 6, John Cena. I didn't even see him there at 5, Roman Reigns at 4, Jey Uso at 3, CM Punk at 2, and number 1, Cody Rhodes. Now, what do we think?
Where's Drew?
Where's Drew?
No, where's Drew?
Seth?
Yeah.
Well, okay, first of all, where's Drew? Where's Seth? But also, Jacob fought too. I'm sorry. Again, I love my boy CM Punk. Right now, I would put Jacob at number 2. Jacob is one of the hottest guys in this company right now.
I'd put him top 5, but that's stretched too.
I still think it's. I agree. I think. I mean, he's top 5, and if not, like one. I mean, he's not going to be number 1 right now, but he will be number 1 at some point down the road. But in my view, Jacob fought 2. It first of all, over Kenny Omega and Adam Copeland. I'm sorry.
First, I'll take those 2 guys off the list.
Yeah.
I was never a big fan of Copeland anyway, so he can go.
I'm just mad Jericho didn't make the list.
How does he make the list?
Actually, no, I'm not mad.
But no, why was
this was BS if Jericho made it?
But yeah, no, I just to me, Jacob should have been higher on that list in my view. So,
Drew McIntyre. Now they've cooled him off here in the last couple of weeks, but I mean, he's in the top 5.
Yeah, I agree.
He's easily in the top 5. In my mind, Jey Uso's number 1, not Cody. Not Cody.
He is
Jey Uso
over as fuck.
Remember, Cody came in. He's got the 5 or 6 minute pyro and whoa, the whole crowd. That ain't nothing. That is nothing compared to the Yeet. That is nothing compared to the Yeet.
No Yeet. No Yeet.
Yeah.
No Yeet.
There's a lot less of those.
That's supposed to be delete.
No, now it's no Yeet. No Yeet. No Yeet.
I wouldn't even put John Cena on this list.
No, not
he's absolutely done nothing.
He's been in the Royal Rumble and made one promo on the Raw
Yeah.
debut of Netflix. That's it.
Logan Paul wouldn't be at 6. I think he'd be a lot deeper. I would almost put Logan at 11. I don't even know if I put him in the top 10.
I can see him being in the top 10. I'd say 10, number 10 specifically, because in my view, yes, he's been off for a little while. Yes, he hasn't done anything, but he is still his work and his who he is as a heel.
I got one to replace him.
Hangman's been doing excellent work on.
I had to put him on there before I put Adam Copeland.
Yeah.
Amen.
Take out Logan Paul. Add Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, and that's another one I was thinking. Where's Dom on this? Because again, Dom is another one that
at least 6 or 7.
Even Finn Balor's more over right now than Keeney.
yeah.
That's a shitty list.
I like Logan Paul. Logan Paul buys his shots as a sponsor, and that's very possible too. And this is a Yahoo thing, so I don't know how that really works for Yahoo.
Jesus.
But, Yahoo. Next, we're gonna do the
same way
AOL
Tony,
online.
the same way Tony Khan books his matches. He just puts names on a board and throws darts.
Logan is a douche. Dom sucks. You know what? And that is what they want you. That's how they want you to feel. So they're doing something right here. But I mean, again, these top 10s are everything. We should do our own power ranking, guys. We should power rank. Hey, actually, next show Friday, we'll have our own power ranking of who should be where. There's other promotions out there besides AEW and WWE. So anyway,
yeah, look at other content. There's other wrestlers out there besides what you see on TV every day.
No Kenta, come on.
Jason,
no
I'm sorry,
Ishii?
but
No Ishii, come on. No Jeff Cobb, come on. No Young Bucks. Anyway,
Dave,
The
Dave,
not so
Mel-
young bucks.
Dave Meltzer has entered the chat.
Yeah. Hey, Jason, Jonathan Cross will never be on a top 10 power ranking for any wrestling promotion, just so you know.
If I don't wear deodorant, it's pretty powerful. All right, well, let's do our women's rankings. Number 10, Io Sky. Number 9, Chelsea Green. Number 8, Mariah May. Number 7, Roxanne Perez. Number 6, Alexa Bliss.
I take her off the list.
What? No.
Yeah,
Number-
take her off the list.
Number 5, Charlotte Flair.
Take her
Off
off
the
the list.
list.
They ain't done
Yeah.
nothing this year or last year, either one. Take them both off.
Yeah, number 4. I lost my list. Number 4, which is way too low.
Actually, no, I keep Charlotte on only because she won the women's rumble.
Yeah, you got to keep Charlotte on there.
Yeah.
She's still a
Yeah.
player. Number 4, Harley Cameron.
She's over.
She's
Yeah,
over.
she's like
It's
she's
over.
10, she's 10 or 11, maybe even 15.
Number 3, Rhea Ripley. Number
too low.
2, Tiffany Stratton. And who do you think number 1 is?
Tony Storm.
Tony Storm.
I was about to say, if Mercedes is on there, I'm logging off. I'm done. I'm done.
I quit. I quit the wrestling.
Fuck there is a shit.
I'd put Mae Young on there before I'd put Mercedes.
Still relevant.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mae Young Sports could have a better match than Mercedes.
All right. So
Got that right.
who do we take off for this list? Who do we take
Alexa
off?
Bliss
Hey,
is the
Definitely
only.
Alexa.
Alexa's the only one I take off of that list. Everybody else.
Charlotte should
fits.
have been 10.
And in my view, I mean, in some ways I agree and disagree with Charlotte. I think, like, in my view, she hasn't been around for a while. Yes, she won the women's rumble, but in a year of doing stuff, like, she hasn't been around, so she's questionable to me. Like, again, I'm a big Charlotte fan. I love what she's done over the years, but if you haven't been around, I
Well,
wouldn't.
she just
I wouldn't.
won the Rumble, so that is a big thing. It's not like Alexa Bliss, who was in the Rumble for 3 minutes.
cup of coffee and
a cup
yeah.
of coffee.
Yeah.
I would put Nia in this list. She had the women's
She did.
championship for quite a while. She's still on TV every week in the women's top of the women's division. So
Who we missing here, guys? Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Liv Morgan?
Nia out, live in.
Yeah, Nia out, live in.
Yeah. I thought you said live.
All right.
Maybe I missed that.
I would get rid. Did I say Liv's not on here, right? Did I? I didn't say. I don't think I said Liv. No.
And if Alexa Bliss is in the list, then where's Tessa Blanchard? She should be in there somewhere too, shouldn't she?
She's on a watch.
She's on another list.
She's on a different type of list.
I knew you guys were going to go there. That's why
I like Tessa Blanchard.
I do too. She's a great wrestler.
She's made some, questionable remarks.
Hey,
So,
I haven't made a whole lot of friends in this business either, man.
yeah, but you somehow get them back.
But
Tessa
unfortunately, we're not talking about anything outside of AEW and WWE because I would also add an 11th and put Jordan Grace on the list.
No way. Jordan Grace needs to be on that top 10 list. She's
Okay, fair enough.
And
that was my
And
next
actually-
one. That was my next one.
It's loaded
Two
and
names.
stacked. The
What
women's
about-
division's so loaded and stacked.
hold on. So it's WWE and AEW. So NXT is,
on these lists. Well, she's not NXT.
but no, but what I'm
Roxanne.
saying-
WWE though. Roxanne's on this list, so yes.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Here's the thing: NXT is a part of WWE. So in my view, two names that were omitted: Julia and Stephanie Vaquer.
Vaquer,
In my view-
yes. Julia,
Vaquer-
not so much.
I don't know. I like Julia. I enjoyed
Jillian?
that women's.
Jillian
Huh?
should have been on here. That's
I'll tell you what, Bailey botched a lot in that fatal
yeah,
four-way
she did.
match.
was
She
it
did.
her? Was it her that botched it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It looked terrible. Vaquer looked great in her match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not Athena? Is it because she's behind a
ROH.
paywall? She behind a
because
paywall.
she's
Nobody can see her.
ROH.
I don't know. They tend to hate AEW.
They're stuck in a
Everyone
16 by 16 indie ring.
Well, it was 18. It was 18.
Oh, 18.
It was 18. Just a little smaller. Where did they get tore up? Did you hear
Yeah.
everybody boo
I know,
Tony?
Yeah.
So
That
you
was-
guys know what happened there, right? And we're not going to
Tony
talk about.
Tony didn't want to ship his own ring. He just decided to borrow a
Well,
local
they never
indie ring.
ship. They never ship over there. They always rent a ring or do whatever.
He got his own kangaroo cage.
They push this pay-per-view, not even pay-per-view, this show in Australia is a stadium show. People paid stadium pricing, and then when they only sold 16,000 tickets or 14,000 tickets from 90 or whatever it was, they shrunk it. They went to a smaller setup, and there were people sitting in front of people that paid less money, and it was a debacle. The blueprint is out there for wrestling, right? It's out there for indie wrestling. This is if you need to do this to be successful doing this, blah 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 blah. The same thing with big time wrestling, right? All these, WWE has laid the blueprint out. They're actually showing you every week what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they're still trying to reinvent the wheel at the other company. I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. And maybe this Australia show was already set up ahead of time before they decided to go with these smaller venue deal that they're trying to do, which would make sense. But I don't know. AEW. Hot trash. Anyway, that was supposed to be your Scott Takes.
Oh, no. Sorry, Scotty.
That's all right.
Yeah, it was a lot calmer. He didn't have one anyway. He hasn't had a Scott Takes for a while.
That's because you took the first one, and then I just stepped
you took
on
the
that
air
one.
out of mine the first time.
He doesn't have a Scott. He's got to prepare his Scott Takes ahead of time for me to step on. So, anyway, that's it, boys. That's it. We got through here in 35. Actually, 40 minutes. Done. Started 5 minutes early. Added 20 minutes.
All right, now I have time to eat before I go take my kid to middle school enrollment for next year.
Oh, middle school. They're getting so old. Make sure you pick up some
Have
job
fun.
applications while you're out there. Getting back into the working world. So
None at local grocery facilities, that's for sure.
no, none of the big bird, the golden bird.
No, he's not going to be a third generation stuck in a dead end job.
Wait a minute. Did your dad or mom work there? I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, my mom works at the other location.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Very cool. What does she do over there?
Runs the health and beauty department.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Anyway, that's going to do it here for Harley Wrestling. Now that we got into Ricky's family tree of working in a grocery store. So, thank you for joining us. We'll be back on Friday. Probably free for all Friday. Probably do some games and stuff like that, depending on if there's a bunch of
Time to play the game.
working on getting Gilbert. Still haven't had a chance to get with Gilbert yet. I got a phone call with him in about 30 minutes, so we'll get to that, and hopefully we'll have him on the show on Friday.
Just tell T-Bone to stick his tongue out and put a light heavyweight title over his shoulder.
He can do it. So, anyway, thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time.
On the hard way.
Wait. T-Bone, you got anything coming up?
Oh, I thought we were
T-Bone's a
leaving.
busy
but
boy.
we're not. I have in the doghouse this Saturday. I am interviewing one half of the tag team Shooter Society. Sorry, the lion-hearted Chase Bennett is going to be on in the doghouse this Saturday night at 8. So check it out.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, check that out. I tuned into the one where you had the band on. Was very disappointed that they did not play any music because I wanted to sing along.
I was disappointed too. But
You should've just hung up on me.
they did do good numbers for me. They're I'm making money from the videos. I can't complain.
All right, that'll work. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
On the hard way.
Later.
Peace.
You made the list.